The hidden reason you're not manifesting your soulmate. So I'm Jade Diamond. Hello. I'm a love and intimacy coach, and I help stuck singles find their soulmate and great couples get juicy and reconnected instead of living like roommates. You can find me at jaydiamond.net. So the big reason why you don't manifest your soulmate when you say that you do is because you have hidden fears. And this year I've taken over 400 women through processes to really have a look at what's going on underneath the surface. You know, what's going on underneath the surface that you say, I really want to manifest love, I really want to manifest love. You're going on this website, that website, turning up in at this meetup group, and it's like men over 60 and like they're very nice but way too old for you. That you're doing all the things sometimes but not getting the results. Or conversely, you say you really want to create love, but you're not doing any of the things, and you expect love to just knock on your door like the Amazon man, right? The Amazon delivery man. And the main reason behind this is that there is a hidden fear. And this is something that I'm really, really good with working with clients, is to have a look at what are these hidden fears that could be holding me back. Now, some of them might be a little more obvious. You might have had a bad relationship in the past, and so you kind of get the idea that you're still a little bit wary because of your divorce, or you're still a little bit wary because you felt you were a narcissistic guy and it just really hurt your self-esteem. These are some of the reasons, but sometimes there's other hidden reasons underneath that. And if we are, still in suffering around a past relationship, or still in suffering around something that's happened to us as a child or as a teenager, there are all kinds of beliefs that go with that we don't think on a daily basis, yet affect our ability to create love. So when I've worked with women on this kind of thing, all kinds of different stuff comes up. One thing might be, I'm afraid of losing my independence. And this is a big thing that comes up with a lot of women that I work with. They really want a relationship, but they don't want to lose their freedom. And society has told them that if they get married or if they get into a committed relationship, that there'll be certain obligations on them that will mean they'll have to lose some of their freedoms. And so when they kind of do a little bit of work on this and realize that they can have freedom and a relationship, then that energy starts to shift. But we tend to tell ourselves a lot of kind of porkies, a lot of fibs and lies around what we want and how we want it and what we're willing to do to get a really great relationship. Some women will swear blue in the face that they really, really want to create love, yet they won't engage in any education around relationships. And let's be honest, we educate ourselves through school. When we're in our career, we educate ourselves so we can get a promotion, so we can get to the next level. We're happy to learn on the job. We might have gone to college or university. But very, very, very few people have taken the time and energy to learn about relationships, to learn about communication. One of the biggest things that come up for people in relationships is around communication, because two people can mean very different things when they come together. They can have a conversation and say the same words but actually mean different things. And so it's so important for us to make it important, to make our relationships important. So what I'd like you to have a look at is, where do you say that it's important but you don't actually back that up by doing anything that is going to increase you and move you forward and help you learn? Are you reading any books? Are you watching the YouTube videos and things like this? Are you taking the information in? Are you opting to kind of be in community? I have a Facebook called Awakening Sacred Love, which you're welcome to join. It's a free Facebook group. And there, there's places to chat and to learn from each other. Like, are you engaged in anything like that? What I find is a lot of the time women are not, or they'll just go from one like little video, one little book, and that's as far as it ever goes. And they don't really ever deep dive into what's going on inside of me that creates the reality outside of me. So the last big 5-day challenge that I did was manifesting your soulmate for 2020, and women were manifesting dates, flowers, gifts, exes returning after only in 3 days out of the 5. So much was happening before the challenge had even finished, because I was teaching them to focus on what's going on inside of you. Are you clear? Do you really know what you want and how you want it, and what are you willing to give, and where is your focus? Because if your focus is consistently on, I don't have a relationship, and that's really bad, and everyone else has and I don't, the energy of that is like an electronic signal, like a radio wave signal that goes out to the universe. And the universe only knows, I say this to my girls all the time, the universe only knows how to say yes. So if you say, I don't have a relationship, this is terrible and it's never going to happen, the universe says, yes, okay, if that's what you're saying, that's what you want, here's more. Here's more experience of not being in the relationship, of feeling the longing, of feeling like you're missing out, of feeling that kind of pain in your heart, of feeling lonely. Whereas when you start to switch your focus and focus on with gratitude on the things that you do want, on great guys that you see, then your energy really starts to shift. But the big secret is to have the audacity and the bravery and the courage to go deeper into your heart and say, okay, so if life is showing me that I don't have my soulmate, there must be a part of me that is in agreement with that. Otherwise, I would have it. Like, life is delivering to me, and delivering to you, not what you say you want, but what you really believe on a deep level. So if you really believe on a deep level, maybe because of where you grew up and how you grew up, that relationships are full of conflict, a part of you is never going to get fully invested in relationships because you don't want the conflict. Does it make sense? A part of you actually doesn't want the relationship. That's the really hard truth to come to. And we resist it tooth and nail until we don't. Until we realise that we're fighting with ourselves, and when we stop that internal war, then love starts to emerge from you and from the people around you. So my clients will say to me, like, the same male friends that they've had for years are giving them very different feedback because they're showing up differently. Their male friends that they've known for years will say, you seem a lot more attractive. You have changed. I'm not sure what it is about you that's changed, but something's changed and it's attractive and I like it and I want to be around you more and I feel good with you and I feel safe with you, right? And that's because you change what's on the inside, those hidden fears. Like, do you ever tell yourself the story, there's no good men? There's no good men in my town. I've exhausted all the options. Love's never going to work for me. I'm damaged, I'm broken, and I'm not attractive enough, or I'm too fat, or not curvy enough. My boobs aren't big enough, or all men want is da da da. Those stories go on forever. And those stories that you're telling yourself, even if it's for a split second, usually we don't catch it. Usually we're so used to telling ourselves that we don't even notice it. It's just going on in the back of the head like a loop, right? And it's that's keeping you away from your soulmate in 2020. So you can start to do that inner work, that inner inquiry. you know. I invite you to do I've got a complimentary webinar. It's only complimentary until the 5th of January, and then it'll be available to purchase. But between now and then, it's available for you. You can watch it. It's very deep work. I use a mixture of dating, coaching, and energy clearing. And what that does is it's an amazing personal development tool that kind of just goes straight into the subconscious, finds out what's not working for you, what are all the beliefs that you've got that are holding you away from love, and then starts to release that so that you can have different results in your life. You start to believe, yes, this is possible. Yes, there are great guys. Yes, I am attractive. And yes, I am good enough. Thank you. And then, of course, the universe says, yes, and here's more. And all of a sudden you find that your man field is open, as we call it in Cherished. Your man field is opened, and all of a sudden you just go into the supermarket and you generate an attention like you never have done before. And you think, why are these men looking at me? Why this guy's just asked me out for a coffee date? Some of the times when I've been asked out, I think, oh, I've not even washed my hair. I've not washed my hair. It's in a pineapple on top of my head. I'm in my leggings and a t-shirt, because it's not about the way that you look. It's about your energy, and whether that energy is a friendly story towards love or an unfriendly story towards love. So the link to that video is available for you. I'd love you to watch it and give me some feedback. If you have questions or thoughts, I'd love to hear what you think about this. Put it in the section below so I can get back to you. And the link to the video will be around here. And I will see you soon. I'm Jade Diamond, Love and Intimacy Coach.